This is Lou's Golf and Fish Club.
1, 2.
Part 5. Like, we're done with this
like, I'm not
episode.
watching anymore.
Like, this is our 2.5-hour
Ready?
episode.
1, 2, 3.
That wasn't as good as the last one, but
That second one was really good.
No splashes this time.
All right, so we're back with part 3.
Yeah.
We got a little caught up here in a couple of these topics.
three of them things.
It's tough, Some good topics.
Yeah.
Good stuff to talk about. We can talk about some of this stuff all day long.
Sorry, I had to make Jimbo sad in the last part, but
about his lost
something to be.
favorite setup.
Yeah.
Very sad. So we're back with part 3.
You brought it up again.
So now we're gonna get into some fun questions here. Our favorite place you've ever fished,
Well, Jimbo, I thought you started working somewhere recently.
We can talk about that. We can
Yeah,
talk
we
about
can talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
that. So Jimbo's got what? A job
Promotion.
with TBN,
Um,
Tiny Boat Nation.
well, yeah, so, man, I like working with my hands. Again, before I got into fishing, I'd just really been into working on cars. So, again, like working with my hands. I had noticed a hiring ad for a local company that needed some help. And it happened to be a John boat company doing custom work.
You're good.
Yeah, so I kind of like got brought along with them and to do their low voltage wiring aspect of it.
Oh, really?
Kind of excited about that. Yeah, so kind of excited about that.
Low voltage wiring. We need help with that. They
Yeah.
almost blew my boat up one time in the garage there.
No. It
Trying
was
to
just
set
a
up-
small
Trying
flame.
to set up my 24 volt trolling motor.
Started smoking.
And series are in parallel. Learn the difference real
Yeah,
fast.
we learned it. Yeah, yes. So that's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
You started doing that now? That's what you're doing now?
Yeah, just like a part-time gig, just
Kind of on like a side?
yeah,
side
just
gig?
a side gig, just helping out with them and just wiring up his boats pretty much. I'm not doing any of the structure work or anything like that.
Yeah.
Just
But it's
the
Tiny
low
Boat Nation, though?
voltage.
Is the
It's for Tiny Boat Nation. I guess it would be the East Coast division.
Okay.
Bass Brother Fishing is the, that's his channel, and that's the Seams channel. So he has, I think he has some good stuff coming in the next couple of years. Like I said, he's fully invested in building boats for us.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So how does that work?
awesome.
Do you have like locations where you have to go to and you just bring like supplies or?
No. He has a full-on brick and mortar shop that he had opened up earlier this year. So,
Nice.
He's
out of
building
Maryland?
these boats, and I'm just doing the low voltage wiring for him.
Nice. That's out of Maryland?
They're out of Maryland,
Yeah.
Beltsville, Maryland.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Dude, Tiny Boat Nation is definitely like a
They have come
staple.
along the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, just over the years, I think getting into my first John boat, I got on YouTube and I found Tiny Boat, and that's kind of where I figure out how to do basic decking and wiring and switches and
Yeah.
how to convert a smaller John boat into a fishing platform compared to having like a big bass boat.
Yeah.
And
I think it's a lot of people start with Tiny Boat Nation. I think that's why.
I think, yeah, I
That's
think a
why
lot
it's
of-
so big, is because so many people start there with like a John boat, and they're
exactly,
like, oh,
because it's
bass boat.
affordable. It's
Yeah.
affordable. It gets you on the water faster and then obviously with our area we have a lot of motor restrictions.
Yeah.
So, with the smaller boats, it just allows you to get onto a lot of the waters that you
Yeah.
can't get with the bigger
For
boats.
sure.
So,
Pretty much everything you guys have is good quality.
Tiny Boat Nation, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, they've kind of got to a point where everything's all professional. It's all marine grade, and that's what sets amateurs from professional.
Yeah.
You really, once you're on these boats, there's a lot of robust stuff that you really have to deal with
Yeah.
and has to go along with it.
Yeah.
That you really can't cheap out. It's kind of like buy once, cry once type deal.
Yeah.
But it just goes
Yeah.
a long way with the longevity of your platform and your boats and your livelihood. Really,
It's like
Yeah.
right now I was working on Wink's boat And he's like, dude, just check Amazon, dude. I'm like, dude, like, do you want like good grade?
You want to last?
You know, carpet for your boat, or do you want to go on Amazon and get it for maybe half the price and have to replace it in 2 years?
Yeah.
Like, Tiny Boat Nation has good quality products. I got like the 20 ounce, you know, marine grade, like premium carpet. Sure, it was like $400 or $500, but I mean,
The amount of time that you're going to spend on it, the first time around doing it right is going to be.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's the same thing with anything. Like, you're talking about like rods and reels. Like, the difference of like a $50 reel they have to replace every other year versus like buying a $200 reel where you can keep it for like 10, 15 years. Like, you're investing in like, it's like buy once, cry once. Do you want to buy 5 of the $50 reels, or you want to buy one $200 reel?
I mean, like one thing I like about as well is like they have like pre-made hatches. You can give them like designated like, like it's like a 24 by 12 inch hatch. Can you guys make it? And they're like, yeah, we got it. And they'll send it to you. They'll send you like everything, like like your angle, like everything is just pre-made for it. So you just gotta put it in there, rivet it in, put the lid on, you're done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now as far as nowadays, they have come a long way. I remember when Michael was doing hatches out of like totes, like plastic totes, and like angle aluminum and stuff like that. And I remember just getting on YouTube and on his Patreon channel and just watching him and figuring out how he did it. And it's come a long way in the past 5 years for sure. And now, I mean, these boats are super solid.
Yeah.
They are awesome platforms to fish out of.
Yeah.
You can't beat those for what it is for nowadays.
For sure.
So, if you were on that solid platform of a Tiny Boat Nation boat, what would be your favorite place to fish?
Well,
if you could choose anyone.
If I could-
question was, let me take it. So, getting into this, what is your favorite place you've ever fished? Getting into our fun questions here. What is your favorite place you've ever fished?
what's my favorite place I've ever fished?
Favorite, if you could like.
I don't think I have a favorite fish or a favorite place I like to fish, but man, I really enjoy bringing it back to pond fishing.
Yeah.
Old school days.
Just the old school, bank beater fishing. Just those couple days out of the year where I could just go beat the bank is very fun. And it doesn't really matter where you're at, as long as there's really good bass in there. It's fun. Now it's like my dream fishing trip that I want to do. I would love to get out to Baja, California, and do some they call it mother shipping, is when you get on a big boat with kayaks and you go a couple miles out to Baja, California, and they just drop you off on a kayak and you're just fishing for marlin or some just massive saltwater fish. That's what I would really love to do. That's kind of one of my dream trips to do for sure.
Baja, California. Sounds great to me.
What would be your dream fishing spot, Aaron?
What would be your dream
fishing trip? I really want to fish the Everglades down in Florida.
Yeah.
And catch some peacock bass. Because I've caught largemouth, caught smallmouth, caught spot, caught all different types of bass, and I've just heard a lot of awesome stories about peacock bass. How big they get, how colorful they are, different colors they can be, and then catching snook and stuff like that, and tarpon
down in the Everglades.
The top water bite
fishing
on those fish, dude.
I hear that there's a lot of
freaking nuts.
Fly fishing for tarpon is a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to go to Florida. It'd be sick.
I mean,
down in the Everglades.
I just want to catch a muskie. That's
your dream fishing trip.
That's another one on the list. Muskie.
Brandon, what's your
I would love to go to
favorite?
Alaska.
Brandon, what's your favorite
place
place you've ever fished and your dream fishing trip?
Favorite place I ever fished, Lake Manassas, obviously.
Other than that,
For obvious reasons. Favorite place I've ever fished? Probably
until
Phillips
born.
Pond,
All right.
In North Carolina?
Nobody knows that, but all right.
North
Oh, yeah.
Carolina.
Yeah.
Phillips Pond. Me and my dad used to go down there.
Lake X.
Place is loaded. It was loaded.
Yeah, there's like
Crappie,
we got, 4
largemouth.
fish on the wall from that pond.
Yeah.
It's probably like a 2-acre pond.
Yeah, our family's yeah.
Pretty nuts.
And North Carolina.
9-pounder my dad caught there. 7-pounder my dad caught there. I caught a 6-something, 6'2", 6'3", when I was 8 years old there.
Yeah.
Freaking nuts.
Yeah, I mean,
That's where we learned to fish. There's the old like Rapala, like this.
top water.
Rapala,
The
when it
floating
come up,
Rapala.
Float and you twitch it and come up again.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever have the Rapala humpbacks?
You mean the brokeback Rapala?
The little humpback one was probably like maybe 2 inches with the little humpback on it. I think those are Rapala humpback. Like it was like 2 feet little crankbait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those things are.
Yeah, we
crushed,
always used to
dude.
fish like the floating, the black and silver Rapala, like the floating ones. They would come up, you twitch it.
It's like the F7, the floating
Twitch it.
F7.
I never did that.
Those and like twin tails, just like old school.
Dude, like little. That's what my
Twin-tail
dad
jig.
called the 9-pounder. Was a little crappy jig, twin tail. It's like probably that long with 2 little tails on the back of it.
You know, he has that thick old catalog in his bathroom, but the MEPS.
Yes.
Meps is a great
Meps.
bait too.
Meps
Meps is
are-
awesome.
Didn't you catch one of your big ones at Lake Maps on
I
Meps?
caught my 7.5 on
Meps
the
were-
Meps.
Meps
Meps
there.
were right.
Number
Yeah,
3
Meps.
probably.
And for snakeheads, MEPS is.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
MEPS.
Meps is a slept on.
Dude, there's
slept
a-
on bait for sure.
They have the musky killers. The Meps musky killer. It's like
Yeah.
a big ass
Like
one.
number
They have
7
them at
or
Dick's
something
Sporting
like
Goods
that.
in Fairfax. Dude, I think they're sick.
So they got the MEPS makes like bronze eyes, and they're like heavy duty, and they're kind of for like smallmouth, but
Yeah.
those are good for snakehead.
Yeah, I think most of the places around here used to sell Meps like number 2 and or it was like number 1 through 3.
Yeah, it's a
And
smaller.
then when you go to like Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, they'd sell like the 4 through 8,
yeah, the bigger size.
the bigger
and stuff,
size.
Yes.
And we used to take those out to Lake Manassas, and Brandon and I used to kill them on freaking
dude.
like number
Yep.
4, number
Yep.
5. That's just like just a one little blade just going like this, and
Yep.
they'd crush it.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
dude,
some about it
freaking nuts.
tantalizes them.
Yeah, we need to get some of
And
the
it's
musky
all
killers, bro.
species. It's
Catch
like
the musky.
all
Yeah.
species of like the MEPS that they work on all
Literally,
species.
you can
of
catch
yeah.
anything on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
We need to get on that. It's a musky for sure. So that's your dream fishing trip is a
I would,
musky.
I would say Alaska would be my dream fishing trip. To go to
Ooh, I
Alaska
wanna
for
go
like
to
a
Alaska,
week.
dude.
I would say my
we got
favorite
pike,
place I've ever
musky,
fished
all
is the New River.
Okay.
New River, just because of like the strength of the current.
It's a
and just,
great-
like,
great place.
The whole,
Just
the whole vibe of the place it just
Different
feels
river.
different, dude.
Just different.
You go to Shenandoah. I've been to the Susquehanna, all that stuff, but the New River, dude, they just like you get
What
there.
about the Rappahannock? Have you been on the Rappahannock?
No, I've not been on the Rappahannock, but dude, the New River is just like the heaviest
Yeah.
flow, the heavy water. You can see it just from like the bank. You're like, wow, that's different. Like the big rocks, it's like narrow, and they always say like New River is whatever, however many short and a mile deep, and the Susquehanna is a mile wide and whatever deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the New River is like narrow but
Deep,
deep,
deep.
and just heavy current. Yeah.
Dang.
And the smallmouth, I think the muskie and smallmouth state records for Virginia and West Virginia are from the New River.
Yeah, they
Wow.
are. They are. Yeah.
That's definitely a sick place. For
Yeah, it
sure,
is.
one of a kind. My dream fishing trip would probably be like St. Lawrence River. Like a trip with like us
Big smallies.
four, like
Yeah, that'd be
Mirtha, get a group up there, Airbnb or something, and do like a
Yeah, that would be a
let's
lot.
got a couple like guide trips and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Dude, that'd be fucking
You
sick.
should do that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Definitely open to doing all
It's
that.
not that far either. St.
No,
Lawrence like
it's not.
5-6 hours.
Yeah, that would be
Drive up there for like
trip.
a weekend. That'd be awesome.
But me
Sure.
no.
for sure.
Gotta get that in the works. All right, so I guess we can move on to
Well, did Aaron give his dream?
Aaron.
Yeah, I
Oh,
did.
at the
Yeah, you
Peacock
did?
Bass.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And we'll go
So
on to the next one. Our
Jimbo,
favorite
what's your favorite
lures.
lure?
Do you have a favorite lure that you use for bass specifically? Favorite lure that your go-to?
Besides
Go
the
to
rat.
other than the rat. The rat's pretty good.
No,
Frogs?
I mean, I definitely have my my search baits. Just it kind of depends on like the
Like
situation
if you had one lure the whole year, like
for the whole year.
for like just one lure
For survival.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
for
Man.
bass. For bass.
For bass or
For bass,
snakehead?
bass.
For
yeah.
bass. If you like, if
Gosh,
it's
it'd be a toss-up
if it's
between-
noon on at a Lose Golf and Fish Club tournament at Lake Mooney, and you haven't caught anything yet,
Oh God.
what are you throwing? or not? Or for the res? You got the res. It's noon.
A jig.
Jig.
Just a jig.
Okay.
I mean, I really like jigs. Jigs are my. I'm not saying a swim jig, but I really like jigs. I like swim jigs. Like I said, jigs. I like setting on jigs.
Dude, jigs are it, man.
And then for search baits, I really like small crankbaits a little bit. I like I'm a power fisherman, so I like to keep it moving. As far as smaller, I don't want to say chatterbaits because everybody uses chatterbaits, but they do catch so much
fish, man.
But
yeah,
I'll have to go back to that swim jig, jigs. I really like fishing jigs.
Brandon, if you had one lure, what would you?
If you give me one lure and I had to,
whole year, you had to throw it every tournament.
dude.
I think Aaron and I did this.
I mean,
in one of our first pods, mine was a shad wrap, his was the jackhammer, and mine has switched since then.
Well, I mean, anybody's gonna say probably a jig or like a 10-inch worm or something like that, like a staple. But I would say my favorite lure to actually catch them on, like
Cinco.
I would say Cinco.
Yeah.
I mean, I love
to catch them on.
I love the Cinco bite, dude. When you cast it out there like weightless, skip it up under something.
You can throw it in the tightest
behind the boat.
You can throw it in the tightest little spots. That's the thing about
and
the jig.
you just let it fall, and then you feel like
Cinco.
tick, and then your line starts moving. It's almost like a jig, but it's
Do you
just
use color line?
no. I use braid Suflora.
Well, I mean, do you are you visibly watching them take off the lure?
No.
No.
Like you're casting up under something, and it's almost like a jig, but it doesn't get down there that fast. It's
the Cinco is
floats
definitely
like what I mean.
Yeah, it's
deadly, dude.
It's deadly for sure. I mean, even the pros know that. Like,
oh yeah.
I've watched so many of those FLW, and that's like when the stick bait, the Cinco first started coming out. They're like interviewing Gary Yamamoto while he's fishing. Like, so what is it about the Cinco? And like, he's like and they every like, especially like title tournament, they're like, oh yeah, a lot of jigs, and a lot of Cincos, stick baits, stuff like that. Like, definitely.
You know what I've had a lot. Now I think about it. I've had a lot of good luck on like pond fishing. I guess they call it like the reverse Cinco, or or the French fry. It's just like when you put the weight at the butt of the bottom of the Cinco.
I've done that before. Like I put a nail weight in the bottom.
Yeah, and I've had a lot of good luck on that.
I'm like a Nico rig or something. Like, a Nico rig is like
Nico rig is kind of like the wacky rig
with that, and it stands
with
up.
the nail up in there. But this is like Texas rig with the weight at the butt.
Yeah,
and it just like it like drops into the strike zone a lot of the times.
Have you ever tried a free rig?
I use free rigs.
We've been looking that up on YouTube recently.
Yeah, free rig is another good one.
Aaron, you ever heard of free rig?
I really like power shotting, like drop shotting with like heavy line and like 3/8.
3/8, yeah, I was gonna say.
That's another fun one. Like power fishing, I like to do. But yeah, yep.
Yeah, Aaron.
Favorite lure is obviously the jackhammer chatterbait, hands down. The problem is that I like to add the paddle tail to the back as a trailer. Mm-hmm. Some people like to throw it just standard, but I like the paddle tail because it gives that like extra like oomph, But one bait I really need to get back into is the wobblehead jig.
Yeah.
Because I had a lot of luck with that in the winter. A lot of luck with that. I mean, pretty much
in the wintertime?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wobblehead, you just like, because they're not looking for a big presentation. They want something really small, just something easy. So I'll put like a little like small like little like crawl in there.
Basically a shiggy head.
And then it just sits in there and it's just like.
And you moving it fast or slow?
Very slow.
Dragging it.
Okay.
Yeah. Like a shaky head.
My wobbleheads, I'm moving those things quick.
Because the current,
it's like a crankbait on the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Wobbleheads.
The current's pretty much doing all the work. So if there's any movement in the water, it's just sitting down there and just slowly moving back and forth. And yeah, it's either that or there's another one that's like a slip rig. So it's like a skirt with a like a slip sinker on it, and then you can pick your own, whatever hook you want to use. So it's like a jig, but use a bobber stop to hold it in place, and then it's weedless. So you can cast it all up in the trees or stumps or whatever, and just trickle it over. But with a jig, obviously you have an exposed hook with the weed guard, but it'll still get stuck.
Sure.
But with a weedless hook, I mean, you can just drag it through whatever you want. So
Yeah. Like I was saying, mine when we first did the, if you had one lure question back in like a year or two ago, mine was the shadow wrap, something like that, like a little crankbait, but definitely is now the football jig.
Yeah.
I have a lot of confidence in football jig or just jig in general, just like flipping the cover or just rock. If I see a rocks on a bank or a point, I'm like, give me that football jig. Let me bottom that thing out on the point, just drag it across. If you give me enough time in a day, I think I have a lot of confidence in that. I can catch at least a couple.
I mean, the best part about
3.
a jig is it's like the perfect bait for high pressure days. Like when it's like bird blue skies and you're like, oh, I don't even know what to throw right now. Like they won't hit a spinner bait, they won't hit a chatter bait, they won't hit anything. And you throw the jig out there and you start slowing it down.
Yeah.
You just start.
What's the best way to fish like deep?
Moving it.
Deep bottom. Like that's how I caught that 6-pounder, because we used to fish Crockett. And I didn't really know how to fish deep like that. But now like it all came together. And I'm like, I know how to fish deep. It's December. Like, let's go to Crockett. I know exactly where to throw that jig at.
Yeah.
Like 15 minutes in, like yank, 6-pounder. Yeah, like it's dragging a football jig down the rocks and fishing deep, like which I never knew how to do before. But that's the jig is definitely like I keep saying, I keep watching those FLW and the Bassmaster old tours, and like every tournament the guys are jig. Jig has won more money on this tournament than on this trail than any bait in.
Well, shit, even
jig,
Thomas Alderman back in the day, he's like, I was out here on this point and I was just throwing a jig.
McCluskey,
Yeah.
when he came out and beat us,
really?
What'd you throw? Jig.
Yeah.
Jig in the trees, just jigging in the branches.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Definitely gets bigger bites. Like that Aquan Regional tournament, like I threw the jig for 8 hours straight, and we caught 3 fish, but they were like a 3.5-pounder.
Yeah.
Another one was almost 4, and another 3 something.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's all you need 3 bites. For our tournament, 3 bites.
Yeah.
But yeah. So let's get into. We already know.
LGFC 2026.
We already know Jimbo's favorite rod and reel combo. I got.
Dobbins. Dobbins.
I figured that out real fast.
746.
So for 2026, I kind of sent the schedule out a little bit to our group text.
Yes.
But it's gonna be. I think the bags were so good in 2025. I think I'm gonna try to run it back. Pretty much same stuff, but started with the Aquan Regional in March. Back to the Reds a couple times, stuff like that. We're trying to add the Rappahannock. Like you mentioned the Rappahannock earlier. I'm trying to add the Rappahannock for the September tournament. So I think that would be.
I don't know if it's like the past few years kind of thing, but I've heard a lot of people talking about like fish have just been getting bigger everywhere.
Just in general?
Just in general. Like everywhere
That's
I've heard
a good
like
thing.
fish in the DMV with Thomas Aarons, like I mean he's talking about like all these different places and they're like, yeah, we caught, 28 pounds.
I think it's the live.
We
The
caught
live scope.
29 pounds. We caught 30 pounds.
Live
you know?
scope.
I mean, it could be live scope, but I mean that still means that there's big fish in there.
Well, I think that they've talked about that on Fishing the Dean, but like some of these places you didn't think that had big fish until live scope came out and you were able to go out in the middle of the lake and wiggle a minnow and there's 7-pounder in the world, like those teenagers that were on.
I've heard Lake Ann.
Clater Lake. Do people shit on Clater Lake? Like,
I've heard Lake Ann has gone through the roof, and that's kind of like, I guess they stocked F1, and like I guess the study before like the F1 have actually been introduced has been going up. So it's
Lake
only
Ann.
been going up since
I'd like to
Since
get
then.
on the private side, the warm side.
the hot side is
Yeah.
what they call it, the hot side.
It's not the good. That's not the juice.
Well, no, I'm saying
So-
right now.
No, it's not
this
the
time of
juice.
year.
It's not the juice. If you listen to Fishing the DMV, then
Yeah.
the dudes are not fishing the warm side. They're fishing the cold
I
side.
hear-
Yeah.
They're catching 30-pound bags.
The warm water
30
does flow out of into the cold side. That's what I hear.
If you like Jake Hype, Tyler Hypel was on there. He specifically was like like in the wintertime, these winter series tournaments, they're fishing the cold side, and they're fishing deep, live scope, and like that's.
And they're probably fishing the cold side where a warm part of it comes
Is
in.
pouring in, exactly. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, dude, warm water influx or inflow or whatever you want to call it.
I mean, like when you're fishing a river
Definitely
or a lake,
stripers are in
like
there,
you're
100%.
obviously looking for like creeks where water comes in,
Yeah.
because that's where all the bait's coming in too.
Yeah.
So if you're fishing a lake that's cold, I mean, everybody
Yeah, but
everybody knows this time of year fish are lethargic. Like they won't really take your bait. But if there's a warm water discharge coming in, obviously they're gonna hit it.
But if they're deep enough, then I don't think
Yeah,
it
I
really
don't think
matters.
It's gonna matters at that point.
Yeah, I think that those fish are like 30 feet, 40 feet deep, and that doesn't. They're warm.
Just in their wintering holes,
Yeah,
and they
they're-
can
yeah.
actually get to them now. 'Cause
Like,
they have
like
last
the fish in Crockett are getting just as warm as the fish in Lake Anna. They're just going in their deepest
Yeah.
possible
Yeah.
spaces, 30, 40, feet, whatever. But yeah, so 2025 was definitely the best fishing season we've had as far as the bags and stuff. There was like a 10-pound bag in every single tournament.
Yeah.
Everyone was like 8, 10 pounds. No one's broken the record yet that Alderman set, 12 pounds. But I think
We're
it's
definitely
coming.
we're getting better.
Not until this year.
I thought for sure Wayne and I were going to break it at the Lake Ridge tournament. We had like 10 pounds at like 10 o'clock in the morning on the jackhammer. I'm like, we're going to break the record. Oh, Wayne was singing. I was like, knock, knock, knocking on the record's door. We were singing it. I think we called Aaron or something like that,
Yeah.
and we were singing it.
That's
And we ended up with like 10 something, 10, 9, 8 or something like that. Yeah.
At least I
Well,
got a new partner this year,
Aaron's got a consistent partner.
Nick
Yep.
Hebert.
Yes,
Shout
sir.
out.
Let's go.
What do y'all think about possibly switching up like co-anglers, like putting co-anglers in a hat for some tournaments,
Like
Picking.
Ryder Cup style.
or just like kind of just like
I think we should do
Or you
that
think
for
it's-
like a selected tournament
Yeah.
or two. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something like that. Not
And maybe
every
like-
time, but
like
I
maybe
think a
one maybe
selected
like
tournament,
since
yeah.
there's two res
Yeah.
tournaments, maybe do one of them as like a random,
Yeah.
and then
or one tournament a year do that or whatever. I
a
don't know.
couple. Yeah, it's because like
I think it would be better at a place that we're going to.
we know, yeah.
That we
lot,
know,
yeah.
and that we're going to go to at least multiple times.
Yeah.
That way we were not like, oh well, when I went, you were there.
yeah,
Right. Yeah.
And he wasn't my normal person wasn't there.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think for shits and giggles, I think it
It'd be fun.
yeah for
Yeah.
sure.
And even for like the finals, I've talked about like doing a Ryder Cup style where like the top two in points or top two boaters in points are captains, and they pick teams. That way, like the final day, Aquan Regional is like 6 versus 6, like 3 boats versus 3 boats. and you
Anything
guys
to
can
switch
kinda, like,
it up. Anything
call
to
each
switch it
other
up.
and like,
So
Keep
hey,
it fresh
this,
and
that.
exciting.
So last year with the snakehead tournaments, I think that was the first year they started doing evening tournaments where everything started early morning, ended 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Last year they started at like 6 or whatever. I forgot when they started, but it ended at 8 or 9 o'clock in that night. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like as soon as the sun came down in the summertime. So switching stuff up, making stuff new and fresh, it's definitely gonna be good.
Yeah, that's what I'm always trying to
And
just,
fun.
Like what can
fun.
we like can separate us from like the average
next- yep,
tournament, like
yep.
the new Horizon
And sure
people were
enough,
out there, but like yeah.
the venue from Maryland, I shouldn't even call them out Maryland, but yeah, they started doing the evening tournaments after once
Yeah.
they found out the VA were doing that. They're like, oh yeah, that makes plenty of sense.
Yeah, I think it's important to like just not get like stale and like just try to like kind of keep trying to reinventing and trying to keep throwing stuff in there. That's why we threw in like the costume, the random costume.
Yeah. Dude, what the
Yeah.
fuck? I'm gonna lose first place for a fucking costume. I gotta dress up.
Like,
Like,
all right, dude, all right.
dude, all right. We're kidding. We're
It's not
kidding.
that
It was
big
a
of
joke.
deal.
So mad.
I know, like just trying to get some like, extra points out there.
And then I did good at Aquan Regional Park by myself. He's like, I'm about to lose fucking first place to a fucking costume. I'm like, dude. It's all right. We're
I worked all
joking.
year for that shit.
Nick was like, I don't know, man. Like, it's kind of fucked up. You guys are doing it like that. Like,
We're not doing like that.
know.
We just floated the idea. Yeah, it was all.
It was a
fucked up.
thought, you know, try to get people excited about
Yeah,
what was
like
going
around
on,
Halloween.
like, whatever.
It wasn't like to sabotage him.
No.
No, it definitely was not. I explained that to him.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's
All right.
pretty
Well, that's part 3. So I think that's it.
Yeah.
We're good.
Till next
Appreciate
time.
you, Jimbo.
I appreciate you guys having me on.
Oh, the camera's over there.
Fishing
Hey.
member of the year 2025.
Let's
Just
go.
a staple member. You know, just
Absolutely.
coming out to the
Staple.
not only just the tournaments, but like extra stuff and just just being part
dude.
of the Lose
real.
crew.
Yeah,
man.
it's fun
Appreciate
hanging out
you.
with you guys.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
The Lose family.
You're not even our cousin, so.
And I'm not even a cousin.
You didn't even know we were cousins.
And I found out they're all related except me.
Y'all are all family? What the? Like, what? It's a cult.
Hey, that's my brother.
I
That's
knew
my
y'all were a
brother.
little close.
Family cult. All right, well,
All right,
see y'all next time.
Uh,
Found out. No, I didn't
Peace.
see you.